Reports have surfaced that a Democrat constituent, a criminal, was the one who illegally sold a firearm to a jihadist who brought terror to Texas. Joining me now, former Israeli ambassador to the United Nations and chairman of the World Likud, Ambassador Danny Danon. Ambassador, welcome back. Glad to have you. You know, the FBI tried to say that the Texas synagogue hostage showdown had nothing to do with targeting the Jewish community, but after intense blowback, they changed that ridiculous narrative. Now many are wondering why Team Biden let this jihadist in, even though he had an extensive criminal record in the United Kingdom. Are American Jews right to be concerned with the man who sits at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue?
So today we mark the Holocaust Remembrance Day, and we remember the survivors, the victims, and the atrocities. And like you mentioned, we have anti-Semitism today in the US. According to the FBI itself, anti-Semitism is on the rise in the US. You mentioned the attack in Texas. I want to remind you the attacks in synagogues in Paris, San Diego, in Pittsburgh. We cannot accept that Jews cannot pray peacefully when they go to practice their religion every Saturday morning. So the situation is unacceptable. And yes, I think we should demand answers from all governments. Not only the US, also the European government. They have to do more. It's not enough to speak and to declare. We demand actions. We demand more education, more legislation, and mainly more enforcement, because we see you have hate crimes, but you don't see severe punishment.
Right. Today, as you mentioned, is Holocaust Memorial Day. And on Twitter, you shared this quote from a Jewish Austrian survivor: "For evil to flourish, it requires good men to do nothing." Given the rise of anti-Semitism in the Democrat Party here in the United States and the worldwide left, isn't it crucial that good men and women decry this hate when we see it?
Absolutely. We expect from everybody to condemn anti-Semitism. And today with social media, it's so easy to spread hate, to spread lies against Israel. Last May, when we engaged against Hamas, a terrorist organization in Gaza, you saw demonstrations in the US, you saw attacks against Jews in New York City, in Los Angeles. I haven't seen anyone being convicted for those attacks. So when the atmosphere is that you can attack Jews and nothing will happen to you, you actually invite more violence. I think we should see change in policy and more law and order on these issues.
The anti-Semitism in the Democrat Party is truly alarming. Let me get to some international affairs here. Joe Biden's team, after they greenlit Russia's energy project, the Nord Stream 2, to bribe them, I guess, now they say they're going to shut down the Nord Stream 2 if Russia invades Ukraine, our ally here in the United States. Does the international community, like those in Israel, do they trust when Biden says something? Do they actually trust him and his team here in America?
Well, we hope that this issue will be resolved diplomatically. Everybody is watching very carefully what's happening. But there's another issue which concerns us here in Israel, is the negotiations with Iran. You know, a few weeks ago, we passed a resolution regarding Holocaust denial in the UN, and only one country voted against the resolution, and that was Iran. So we cannot understand why to negotiate with the regime that calls for our destruction, why to negotiate going back to the JCPOA. We expect a different approach from the US, from the European countries. The way to handle Iran is through sanctions, not negotiations.
Yeah, I've been eager to ask you this question because it came out that Joe Biden put some pressure on Seoul, South Korea, to free up millions of dollars so that Iran can pay their bills to the United Nations, so that Iran could get their vote back in the UN. Does Israel look at Joe Biden as an ally to the #1 state sponsor of terrorism, Iran?
Well, we look at the US as a strong ally for Israel, regardless of which administration. But I think what we see today, the desire to go back to the negotiation in Vienna, we don't understand why they are running to the hand of the Iranians. We know that they are lying. We know that they are threatening the state of Israel, and we know that they are against the US as well. So you should not give them more funds or more support. On the contrary, you should apply more pressure against them. And we are very worried, because if the US will decide to re-enter the JCPOA, It means that we will have to take care of the threat of nuclear Iran by ourselves. We have that capability, but we don't think it should be the burden of Israel.
I've got to tell you, Ambassador, looking at the JCPOA, I believe that agreement facilitates the Iranian regime to get their hands on a nuclear weapon, which would be a disaster. Mr. Obama admitted as much in an interview back in a few years back on NPR, I believe. Ambassador Danny Danon, it's always a pleasure to talk with you, sir. Come back again soon.